Get comfortable. Alrighty, well let's start in Jacob, Quentin, and Asia. Alrighty. So where do you guys come from?
We come from Bhutan.
Alrighty. And what were you doing before you had to seek refuge?
Once more, you have to talk slowly.
Absolutely. So, what were you doing beforehand, before you came to America?
Just sitting at home, doing household work, no job.
Yeah. Alright. And what made you decide to leave your home?
Once more?
What made you decide to come to America?
For our better future, we came
Better
here.
future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we didn't have any future. We didn't have job. Our status is very low there.
Mm-hmm.
So that for our better future, we came.
I see.
In searching of better future.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, hopefully that happens. I hope that happens. So. Oh, that's a good question. What was it like crossing the border, coming over? Was it intense? Was it hard? Was it really rude?
It's very hard for us.
Were the people nice, or were they like mean?
Were they cooperative?
It's really nice.
Yeah. Did you have fear leaving your country?
In our country, fear?
Yeah.
In Bhutan?
In Bhutan.
I don't know about Bhutan because when we was in Bhutan, we are small kids. We came Nepal as a refugee when we are small kids. We heard that in Bhutan, the life are the southern part of Bhutanese are Nepalese. We are our ancestors are from Nepal. They went Bhutan and they became Bhutanese. And our grandfather, they born in Bhutan. But also we live in southern part of Bhutan, and the people of Bhutan, they call us Lochampas. And our father, mother, they told us that the Lochampas life, the Nepalese life in Bhutan is very difficult. They stay there by fear, caring. They afraid of the government. With government, the life is very difficult there. They compelled our parents to do some things, and they took them into jail if they found life is. We thought that the life is very difficult there.
Oh, okay. How so? How was it difficult?
The government of Bhutan, they compelled the Nepalese people. Though we are Bhutanese, but we are Nepalese. They compel us to wear the Bhutan dress. Ladies wear kira and gents wear baku. They compel our father and mothers to wear that dress while plowing the field also. Now our father and our mother, our parents, they wear that dress while going to office, but they can compel them to wear that dress while sitting at home, plowing the field. And ladies, in our Nepalese culture, ladies love to have their long hair, but they compel them to cut the hair.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In school, not allowed with this long hair. They have to cut. Yeah, in Bhutan. We heard that. We did not have any experience because we are small kids at the time.
Did you ask the question, like, when did they go to the refugee camp?
We haven't. So when did you when did you go to the refugee camp?
We went in Nepal in 1993.
1993.
Yeah.
That was like the big wave of refugees, right? 1992.
I think so.
92, 93.
Okay.
Can you imagine that? Somebody they went in 1992, but our parents told that we came in Nepal in 1993. They crossed the India border in I think January or June 1st or 11 in Kakarivita, into Nepal.
So you crossed the border into Nepal or into India first?
First, we have to cross Bhutan. From Bhutan, we have to come India, and we have to cross India, and we have to come Nepal.
India to
yeah.
Nepal. Okay.
We have to cross border, India border.
Because like I talked to other like refugees from Bhutan, and that's what they were telling me. Like they had to go to India first, and then get into trucks in India.
I heard.
Yeah. How long have you guys been staying in the refugee camp for?
From 1993 to up to here, I think 23 or 24 years or 25. Yes.
Wow. 21 years.
Too long time we stayed there.
So what was it
Our
like?
life is very... we do not want to imagine that.
So what was it like in the refugee camp?
Life is too difficult, no enough food to eat, no clothes to wear. We just don't want that.
Okay, take your time.
Life is very difficult there. Even we have to, our floor is, it is made up of mud. We have to go to collect the cow dung. But the Nepalese people, they used to still, firstly they will take our pot, we collect cow dung also. The people, they treat us like a animal people. They don't treat us as people. Life is very difficult. We study for college, we have to leave camp and we have to go out for our study. We have to stay with Nepalese people. They used to dominate us. They used to talk as refugee with no home, no anything. There we have to hide our identity, because if they know us as a refugee, they will dominate us. Life is very difficult. While traveling in bus and taxi also, if they know we are refugees, they treat us very badly.
Even the local population in Nepal.
You're making me cry.
I think our life is very difficult here. While going to school also, our parents, they didn't have sufficient money to buy clothes also. We have to wear old clothes, we wash there and we have to wear no dress for 2 or 3 years. We have to wear same dress. Life is very difficult.
What about medical services? Were there any like facilities or like places where you could go and get medicine from, or?
Yeah, they give medicine for us at the time. The education is very good in camp. Medicines are very good, but now I think later on that's not good. Well, we very small. We go to local people's area or to sort something. There is no anything for us to. At that time, local people, they used to. When we go to bring firewood also, they will not give us. If they saw, they will take us.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the education like? Did you have any? Did you have books or anything like that?
We did books. The education is, I think, the education from here and Nepal is very different. Here we have to take books, we have textbooks. There, I think here, our children, they didn't have textbooks. Education is, we have to carry our textbooks with bag, textbooks, notebooks. There in Nepal, we have to do homework a lot, read at home, but here, only little homework. So that our children, they are happy here.
Yeah, that's good.
They used to love to go to school.
Yeah, was there more than म त भुटानको बारेमा केही थाहा छैन भन्नु लाउनु
मान्छेलाई कहाँ थाहा छैन हामी त थाहा नै आएको नेपालमा पहिले हुनु त रुन्थ्यो नि मान्छे
मेरो थाहा छैन
कोही बेला जस्तो भन्थ्यो भुटाने बगाडे अहिले पो क्याम्पमा मान्छे अमेरिका आउँछ म
त्यति यो गर्दैन
मैले भन्दै म नेपाली भए नि थाहा छैन
यस्तो त तिमीहरू अब अलिक टाढै थियो
from the...
Thanks, Irving.
Oh, you're welcome.
अहिले सिबिरी भनेपछि त मन पराउँछ भनेर भन्दैन नि
अन्त लाटा होइन लाटा लाटी होइन
So, after like coming here to America, like what were like the biggest challenges or like difficulties? Like
first is our language, we don't know how to speak in English. And lifestyle, as a food, all things are challenges for us. Even we don't have a habit to eat like a food, it's like pizza, this burger. Yeah. Challenge for us. In Spain, when they give us that food, most of the people, they came without eating, they dislike that. Even me also, I don't like to eat. I came just drinking water. By drinking water.
So you came over here without one word of English? Without knowing any English?
I know a little bit English.
Okay. Well, it's great.
That in plane I ask hard what. And that is my experience.
You convey, you talk very well.
How long have you been in the United States for?
It became 3 months here.
3 months?
Only 3 months. I arrived here on November 9th.
November 9th?
2017.
Well, you arrived in a very cold weather.
Yeah.
As you've seen the snow outside. And
do you like the snow?
Yeah. It's our first time.
Your first time, really?
Yeah. In Nepal we didn't play with snow. We stay in the southern part of Nepal, so no snowfall there.
The southern part of Nepal, you said?
Yeah. It's very hot season. In winter also it became cold with fog, no snow.
So like it's not that we were like very prepared for the interview. We were just going through the questions that they gave us.
Do you have family elsewhere?
What?
Do you have family anywhere else? In refugee camps or still
back
at
my
home?
big brother and sister, they are in refugee camp.
Okay.
My brother, he wants to come here, but process, I heard that process had to stop after this time.
Do you guys have to like be able to find a job in the U.S. or do they do like the organization provide you like here?
Organization, they will also provide us, as well as we are also searching. Till now I have no job. I'm staying home, but I'm searching job.
Searching job.
Yeah.
Do you usually go through the online database, like on the internet, or
no?
Just?
I am going to NCRC to learn English. There I fill up the form for my job, and again I went there one career country. I fill up the form there also for my job.
Okay. Do like a lot of refugees that come from Nepal, do they get settled very well here? Like, do you know, like with
I think so. They will settle
pretty well in Erie?
Yeah.
Do you have any other families in Erie? Like, was it your decision to come to Erie, or did they decide? Did the organization decide to do the placement?
No, for settlement, that is our choice.
Your choice?
Many people, they are still Nepal because they don't want to come in America. That is our choice. I have my relatives in Erie, my brother, sister, they all are in. They came with me. They came here for better future as well as for medical tuition also. In Nepal, if people become sick, we have to deposit money first, and only the medical process is going on. For refugee, it's very difficult. My parents, my two brothers, they came on, I think in 2012 or that My parents, they came on 2013 because my small brother is sick, so that they came here. In Nepal, we didn't have money to treat him. That process of people want to better life in refugee people, so that they came.
Of course. So, was it a choice to go? Did you have any choices? Like, maybe not you, but like your family. Like after you flee Bhutan, did you have a choice to go anywhere else other than Nepal, or was that the only
choice?
That was the only way to.
They like the refugee now.
That's all.
Yeah. यसरी अमेरिका जस्तै जस्तै अरूले पनि जानु कहीँ जानु पाउँछ भनेर चोइस दियो
अनि चोइस दिनु त अस्ट्रेलिया
त्यो त सँगै भएको हो नि त अस्ट्रेलिया क्यानाडा त सँगै भएको हो नि त त्यो आयो हामीले प्रोसेस गर्यो त्योभन्दा अगाडि त थिएन नि त
And was India accepting any refugees, or was only Nepal who opened the doors? Like Nepal. Back in 1992, 1993.
I think only in Nepal.
Only Nepal.
Yeah.
And then from Nepal, then like the resettlement process went like through different.
We are unknown about that.
No? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what else do they have here? Do you remember how the registration process was to get into a refugee camp, or you were too little?
I was too little, I don't remember.
You don't remember, you just followed your parents?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember like how was like just like living like day to day in the camp? Like, what were your activities? Like waking up in the morning and then going to school.
Yeah,
like how?
Our life. Yeah, we wake up. Small children wake up in the morning, having breakfast. They go to school, came again, and just no work. Just our extra time is expand with playing. With mud, with plastic. At that time, we don't have money to buy a toy car like that. We used to play with. We used to collect the chocolate cover, mud, stone. We play with that. कस्तो खेल्थ्यो भन्नु पर्यो नि अब त्यतिखेर गाडी किन्ने पैसा थिएन बाबामा We didn't see money when we were small. Money just playing with that, and we used to tear our paper, write something, and play bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's always fun. But were you allowed to leave the refugee camp whatsoever, or you were always like obligated to stay in the refugee camp?
Yeah, we are not allowed to go out from the refugee camp.
Really?
Yeah, and if somebody found that they go outside the refugee camp, the census or visa census, it will come in once in a year, or we have to sign in our ration card once in a year. If some refugee left, he will, like he will again he have to do process to become a refugee. We have to stay. For a student, when we are a student, we went from class 10. We have to go further study with local people in local area.
Yeah.
We have to stay there. The school is very far. We have to make like consent letter that we are out to study.
We are out to study only. Okay.
Otherwise, it's very difficult. People, they want, by sitting inside the camp, our life is very difficult. Then we have to go out to earn money. When the census, we'll know when the date when the census will come. At the time, we have to arrive inside the camp. We have to attend the census. We have to attend to sign the ration card. Otherwise, again, life is very difficult. We have to stay there. We have to write application to renew our name there.
So basically, like you were allowed to get out of the refugee camp with permission. Like if you had permission that.
Information just for study only.
For study only.
And if in another camp our relatives or somebody became sick or die, we have to go there by informing. Not allowed to go outside and on.
What about like working? Like were you allowed to work?
Inside the camp?
Either inside or outside.
Inside, no job, just household work. No field, no anything to grow something. Small kitchen garden is there, that is enough for us. In local area, people used to do all the things like they plow the field, they harvest crops, all the they do all the things. From in seasons, if somebody get near some work, they will go morning and they return back in the evening. That's our lifestyle. ऐसा नहीं किने ले अच्छा नहीं देखाउँदा नि तीन रेटमा कति
I just want to know, like, what are things that you like to do? Like, do you like cooking, singing? Like, what are some hobbies that you do?
That's cooking, just playing with kids.
Do you have any questions?
Easy country, Walmart, चामलहरु किन्न बेस भइरहेको एकैचोटि ल्याउनु कति हाल्दिन्छ खोइ कति समय लिएर जाँदा काट्छ तर 6 महिना त काट्दैन.
How was the watering system?
Water system? Water system is good there.
Good?
Yeah.
Good.
We get filter water. First we stay in our Kunamari camp. There we get 3 times water in morning, in afternoon, and in the evening. No. Water system is good. Yeah, water is good. They give us filter water.
Okay.
We have to stay in line. At first there is many people, so that the line of the jerkin jar is very long. We have to stay half an hour also there to wait our turn. But water is good. Water supply is very good. They give us in time.
Would you use a bucket to fill up water or bottle?
Jar.
A jar.
And gagri lage.
They
give us jerkin. Then we say it's jerkin, but it's plastic jerkin.
I see.
We have to stay in line.
For a long time?
2 times. Morning and evening.
How
we have to, at the time, the water time, we have to fill all the jar of
म त के भन्नु वर्ष त्यति थाहा छैन म त खोज्दा थाहा छैन त्यसमा थाहा छैन टिमा थियो भने थाहा छैन मलाई चाहिँ के भन्थ्यो.
There are 7 camps. Building 1, Building 2, Building 3, Kunamari camp, Golab, Timai and Potri 7 camps. Now there is only 4 camps. Building 1, Building 2, Building 3, Building 1 camp, 2 camp.
So, how do you like it here now? Like, how's Erie? Is everyone
good.
Treating you nicely?
Yeah, feel nicely.
Good. Make sure people treat you nicely.
People of America, they are very kindly, friendly. We love that.
Do you like the food here? Because I don't.
Still, yet not. I dislike food. I will not eat any food with yeah, I just cook food at home and I'll eat.
What's your favorite dish to make?
In Nepali we say thukpa spaghetti with soup. I love that. Chow mein. Momo. We make at home and we eat.
That's good. Home cooked meals are always good.
Yeah. We dislike here food like pizza, burger. I dislike that. In plane, I only take hot water and came up to here.